We haven't heard this music in a while, man. It's been a minute since we heard this music. I had to dust out the crates to find this. But nevertheless, the orange and blue emerged victorious going into LA Crypto.com Arena, losing 7 straight games. But they set the tone early, led by Broadway Barrett, Monster Mitch, with another dominant performance. And the Knicks had themselves up to a 26-point lead, 24-point lead. Clippers came back strong, would close it to within 12 to start the fourth. So now Knicks fans are on edge. They're like, here we go again. Another collapse on the way, but 1 minute. There was one player on this team that would not have his team leave there with a loss, and his name was Cam Reddish. The Cam Hive is alive and well because Cam Reddish poured in 14 of his 16 points in the fourth quarter, 116-93. The Knicks kids steal the show. And if you're in the tanking business, you know what they say, man. Can't lose them all. So, solid job by the Knicks, JD, man. I thought RJ set a really good tone for us early. I thought he was abusing Terrence Mann all day. Had no answers for him on his drives. Attack mode. RJ maintaining his aggressiveness. Offense running through him for the most part. As I said, great job by Mitch. Dominant again. You know, this Clippers team, not a good rebounding team, so I expected a dominant performance there by Mitchell Robinson, and we got just that. He was solid. And, you know, again, give credit to this Knicks second unit. Cam Reddish, an impressive 17 points, 14 of his 17 in the fourth quarter, 8 straight Knick points when the Knicks were looking for answers. Great job by Cam. Manuel quickly, 21 points, 10 boards. 6 dimes for IQ. I thought the Knicks second unit, led by the kids, their defensive intensity was ferocious, very switchable, played fast, and got the dub, man. 116-93.
Hey, you know, a lot of positives tonight, and you mentioned, you know, the tank crew. I even think even the tank crew, you know, being that, you know, I think even they would say, hey, if we're going to get some wins to end the season, let it be these type of wins in terms of how we win and what did we learn? Because that's what it's about to end the season. What are we going to learn from a game-to-game basis? Who is getting exposure? Who is developing? And the type of information that the front office is going to get from some of the young players, and finding out who's going to be part of, you know, next year's roster and you know, your team in the near future. So I think it's a satisfying win. You know, the Clippers in their last 10 home games are 7-3. Mm-hmm. They just smoked the Lakers, and this is a team that's 34-31 going into tonight.
Won 5 straight.
Won 5 straight. So they had a lot of things going. Well-coached team. So this is, you know, it's a quality win as well. Mm-hmm. And so the Knicks, you know, the young players should be feeling good about tonight. We're going to talk about Cam. We're going to talk about RJ. We're going to talk about a lot of the players that had statistical nights. You know, Deuce McBride, I thought had, you could argue, one of the most impactful minutes, just because, you know, I had tweeted out that a lot of his possessions when he came in, he was disrupting the offensive sets of the Clippers, because the Clippers were running sets trying to get Reggie Jackson into comfortable looks, to no avail. Deuce was not having it. He was going through screens. He was switching aggressively. And this is the things that I talked about early on the season about having a guy that can play defense now. Doesn't need G League. He doesn't need more. He can play NBA defense now. The Cam Hive is activated tonight.
Yeah.
You know, and how sweet does it look when he can actually get the opportunity to be aggressive? And you know, we mention it time and time again, CP, in terms of what type of talent this guy is. You just see it, even in his mistakes. And you got to let him rock, man. You got to let him cook.
Yeah.
So I'm very encouraged by Cam tonight. Overall, good team win. The Knicks are 2-0 when Cam Reddish scores double figures. The last time he had double figures was against the Golden State Warriors. The Knicks won that game. This is IQ's first career double-double at 21 and 10. Was it 10 rebounds?
10 boards, 5 dimes. He's pushed the pace all night. Defensive intensity. His shot is back. Look, IQ's had a solid couple games in a row now. Let's just give credit what credit is due. The kid's playing well. He's playing well.
Even above that, 3 of 5 from 3, 8 of 15 from the field. That's what I'm looking at, me personally, because I've adjusted my expectations for him in terms of point guard. That's not the role that I see him in. I just want you to be efficient. That's it. Make your jump shots. I took him on the over tonight on Prize Picks over 1.5 threes. He had 3 threes tonight. So overall, nice win, man. And I'm just very, very encouraged by the number of young players that contributed to the win tonight.
I love what I see today, man. That's what I'm talking about. I call the 23 and under club, that lineup that Tibbs played to close out the game. Man, they were moving the ball, playing defense. The intensity was good, and I could not believe my eyes, man. I was kind of scared for it at the last moment. I thought he was going to pull them out, but he finished through with them, and yeah, that's it. That's what they do, man. They just play defense, move the ball, and it seems like they love to play with each other,
Yeah.
But what we need to do moving forward, I think, is keep running that lineup and just let the kids play, move the ball around, and we need to pay Mitch, man. Dude had 8 offensive rebounds and only played 25 minutes, and we need to pay this guy. If he leaves, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, I would like to see them continue to keep Mitch and development, right? We're talking about player development. This is a guy who needs more development. He came out as a project, second-round pick, playing this style without a true facilitator, without a true point guard, with Julius out there. RJ's been finding him. But I think, Mitch's player development can continue, and we'll see what he can become. No, I don't think he's ever going to have an offensive arsenal like Anthony Davis, but he may not need to.
As the official lieutenant tank commander, I approve of all wins whenever I get to see Cam and RJ ball out. I approve of all the wins. I will stop the tank for Cam and RJ to ball out. Listen, Cam had a game, and the fact that he had it with the amount of shots that he took. He didn't take a lot of shots. Like your boy Burks over there taking 10 shots to get his 15. My boy Reddish taking 7 shots to get his 17. Listen, when Grimes comes back, it's clear. Burks is out of here, right? You can start with Grimes. I know it's not going to happen, CP. Yeah. Let me dream, right?
Okay,
it's not going to
happen. All right.
It's not going to happen. Just get out of here, all right? Tim's going to go. He's the overlord of the Burks high. But what should happen is Burks should get out of here, start Grimes, and have Cam continue off the bench. First wing player off your bench. That's how you solve it. I know it's not going to go like that. Don't be a Debbie Downer right now for me, all right? Okay, it's killer season. I got the chinchilla, know what I mean? And we gotta see what's going on in Sacramento, man. Everybody else a killer season. Let me see a hashtag killer season, man. Drop a killer season. Out. Put some love, man.